Okay, here we go. All right, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I still am day 9 with no power. All right, I don't know if you guys have power out there in the world, good old electricity, but I fucking don't. And that's why I'm going live. It's why it's dark in my room. All right, it's never dark like this, obviously. And today it is because it's still day 9, no power. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm not really quite sure how these readings are turning up. Like right now, they're kind of just seem to be collective, which is very nice because we don't, makes it nice for individual people. Okay, so send those telepathic messages in here. Let me get my Khaled down and we'll be good to go. All right, here we go. Hangman in reverse, Temperance in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. We have Virgo and Sagittarius on the table with the Hangman, all cards in reverse. I kind of feel like you could be dealing with somebody around you that is about to be seen. You might not have seen them for a while, or maybe you haven't been seen for a while. You've been kind of hanging out in, your own energy. Hangman, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you want to be where you are, but maybe you needed to clear yourself and find yourself and listen to your voice. Somebody was really imbalanced with Temperance in reverse. Their emotions could have been like nice little roller coaster of fucking up and down, back and forth. So you have to be on your own until you can kind of settle your energy, right? Which can be a lot of us, a lot of us are imbalanced from day one, right? So you try to find balance, and sometimes that's hard to do with a partner, so you have to be alone. Okay, so tell me about this. Okay, 3 of Pentacles in reverse with the Emperor, Page of Wands in reverse, 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands. So many freaking wands. Hermit's got a wand. It's like somebody is, I don't know, it looks like they've been trying to fight you, trying to battle you. You could also be kind of like in the position where you're pushing people away because whatever this 3 of Pentacles was in reverse, it's like something didn't go well for you with some type of team. So you had to go it alone. Maybe somebody's like a little bit weary of working with people again because they've been alone for so long. Okay. This Emperor is kind of reminding me of this Hermit, kind of like, I don't know. Not all emperors want to be seen. It's really hard to get around certain emperors because people just won't let their energy be violated, right? So they stick to themselves. They don't hang out with other people because that's just part of, some people are born with fire, and maybe it could be you with Sagittarius, born with fire, and that people want to take it. They want to take your fire. So then when you fall into like some type of work situation with people use you. All right. And then the Page of Wands, it's like they don't give anything back. All right. So then you have to defend yourself against them so then they don't keep taking from you. Something like that. Kind of seems like somebody, whoever this person is, has been, it could be you, or this energy around you. It's like they're not taking any offers from anybody. They want to use you. Like maybe this is a spouse, and like they have resources available to help them, and they just keep going to their spouse for everything. It's like, okay, well, there's people to help you, like your spouse can't be your shrink. Your spouse can't be, it's like, it's hard sometimes when people need help and they don't get out of the relationship to get it, like they stay in the relationship, they stay codependent to their spouse. And like some people, they suffer massively from like PTSD and shit. Right? Hello, right? They suffer from PTSD and shit, and they won't go and get help, right? They won't go and talk to somebody. They won't go and get the line drop and try to better themselves and get rehabilitated, right? It's like people then they just want to be coddled by other people. So maybe that's what this thing is. It's like maybe there's somebody around you that needs help. They need to get their own help. And the only way they're going to do that is if you stop helping them. And this could just be literally emotionally. Like this person could come to you and always want to talk to you. And then they get you all revved up, because they say their life is not, nothing's perfect and this is going on. So then all of a sudden you start feeling all these things for them because you want to try to fight this battle for them. But it's like, that's what they're doing. They go out and they use people. They see that they can go and use this relationship because they don't want to seek guidance from something else. It's like the world is offering them something and they won't take it. They won't take it. They're going to look the other way. They want to only stay in the relationship. Like that's one thing, like my stepmother, like she needs help. Like she needs like psychiatric help. She needs to speak to somebody about the things that she hears in her head, because she always thinks that she's right. And she always thinks that she knows things that she doesn't. And my father coddles her and lets her just run wild with her mind. And she hurts everybody and she needs help. She needs to go and speak to somebody, but because she's married, right, she thinks she's fine. She can that's what people are. They're just basket cases. And that's why you marry somebody, because they're a basket case and you're supposed to take care of them. And like, that's not a marriage. That's not, you just put a death sentence on somebody by saying, oh, you need to take care of my trauma. You need to take care of my PTSD today. You're my husband. You're my wife. This is your job. No, it's not. It's your job to keep yourself together. It's not somebody else's job to put you back together that day. If they happen to love you and they want to be there for you, right, then that's the thing. But like to abuse that's the thing, is like somebody seems to be abusing that. They might have a really good husband or a really good wife, and they use the characteristics of their partner, right, to abuse them. So then they don't have to go and get help, right? They won't go work with other people. Maybe that's what the Three of Pentacles is. They won't go get a job. They won't go out. They won't see other people. They won't work with other people. They say they're too traumatized, or they say they don't want to, or they, and it's just like, well, what do you want me to do? If you can't work with other people, then you need to get over that. You need to figure out why, because the world is not going to just revolve around this one person who doesn't want to work because they say that they can't work with other people. Why can't you work with other people? If you can't work with other people, then get a job at home. Like ever since, for friggin', oh man, for the last, I would say at least 10 years, because I used to call back in the day, I used to call and get Swiss Chalet delivered, right? And I swear I called this lady once and her dog started barking in the background. And I went, it sounded like a Chihuahua. And I go, is that a Chihuahua barking in the background? And she goes, oh my God, ma'am, we're not supposed to let you, like they're supposed to be like in an enclosed room with no outside sound whatsoever. And somebody came to the door and she's like, ma'am, we're not allowed to have dogs barking in the background. Please don't talk about it. I'm like, oh my God, she was sitting at home. She was sitting at home answering Swiss Chalet calls. So if this person is saying they can't go and work with other people, fine, get a job at home then. Answer the fucking phone. Be a delivery driver, answer the phone. There are so many jobs that you can do alone. Trust me, because I've been through that too, where I couldn't be around other people. I physically was getting, just in that kind of part of my life where I needed to really just stop listening to everybody else. I needed to take control of my own life. The way you take control of your own life is by getting your own job, by getting your own independent job, right? Then you learn how to start taking care of yourself again, right? People who don't want to do that, well, look at, there's death. literally just fell into my lap. People that don't want to change, okay, because they want to rely on the relationship that they're in, they're going to lose their spouse, or they're the ones that are, you know, pissing all over marriages. They're the ones that, when these people pull out of these marriages with these codependent people that won't do anything, won't get themselves better, then those people are terrified to remarry, or they're terrified to get into a relationship again, because what they just went through was some basket case at home that fucking wouldn't get her life together, just wanted to sit there while her husband did everything. Or, you know, some like Gone Girl, you know, or Ben Affleck just sits around like some fucking nasty little bum, you know, while his wife makes all the money. It's like that's what people will do, arrogant. And now that I'm looking at this Emperor card, I'm almost getting like it could be an Aries. Right? And you know, Aries, they're the first sign, they're the baby sign, okay? They're the youngest sign. And sometimes they do things, you know, they use their fire and they spit at people and they think they're better. And then they try to jump and open up businesses and they lose all their money because they're not nearly, you know, responsible enough to run a business. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe this person wants to run a business, so then they refuse to work with other people, so then somebody will just buy them a shop. Okay, running your own business, for one, is probably one of the most stressful things in the entire world. If you think you're going to work less working for yourself, you're absolutely wrong. Okay, owning your own business, you could work 24/7. You really could. There is that much work to be done when you own your own business. It's not a 9 to 5. You don't clock in and clock yourself out. You're working all the time. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe you had some type of money that was lined up for you, or something that was going to line up for you, and this person, this Page of Wands in reverse, okay, goes in between you and that money and says, no, I want it, fights you for it and gets it, okay, and then does nothing with it, because they're a little hermit, okay? They're hiding. They don't want to do anything. They want to just pay their rent, get their groceries, and sit around while everybody else does work for them, okay? And it's obvious that the universe is saying, bye-bye, baby. You do not get to do this anymore. This is not, the world is not here to coddle you, okay? It's here to fucking rip you and break you and let you learn things and allow you to rise above, you know, nasty temptations and ill vibrations. And the world is not just for this person, okay? And to think that they bullied you out of something, that's like, you know, some little fucking prima donna walking in and going, no, I want the money, and then gets it, right? Because she throws some little fucking temper tantrum and then sends you flying out of the way, right? Doesn't want you to have the money, and then they lock you up. They don't allow you to even fucking say anything, okay? This is all coming around now. There's the world, beautiful. This is all coming around now. It's the end of a cycle. This person can't keep doing this. Cycles do end. That's why the world is here, to always let you know. Even the moon is there to always let you know every day that the moon cycles change, and seasons are there every day to tell you that the weather changes. Okay? Ooh, look at this. We got the Empress, the Hierophant, and the Page of Swords. So I kind of feel like, I mean, you were the one that was ready for this all along, which is why you appear as the Empress. Okay. There was some kind of contract that's in the middle there with the Hierophant. There was something, I almost feel like there was a higher position for you. Okay, you could have become some type of guru, some type of teacher, influencer, something like that. Okay, because you were the one that was speaking the truth. You're the Page of Swords. You're the one that has the ideas. You're the one that has the air around you. You've got the open channel, right? This other person, okay, was a Hermit in reverse with the Hangman in reverse and Temperance in reverse. Okay, it's like they don't want to hang in any energy. So why they could even think about owning a business or owning property is fucked. They can't even sit still. Okay, yet they want to hide from everybody, but they're totally visible. Okay, and then they're saying they're completely imbalanced. They can't work with people when really they just don't want to. Okay, because somebody allows them to lie on a daily basis and does not say anything. They just think one day they'll tell the truth. Oh, one day the truth will come out of their mouth. So I'm just going to let them lie, and I'm going to let them lie, and I'm going to let them lie. But the more you let them lie, the more then you're just coddling them. The more you got to clean up after the baby then. You want to allow your wife or your husband to act like a baby. You're going to be cleaning up after a baby. Okay. And that's what ends up happening literally in Gone Girl. She starts cleaning up after him. He gets lazier and lazier and lazier. That's what this chick is. I mean, if you're going to give her a business, you're fucked because she's lazy as shit and can't even work with people. If she can't work with people, how the fuck is she going to start a business? Right? Because she automatically wants to give the keys to somebody else because she just wants the money. All right. So whoever this person is that you're dealing with, they've been keeping something from you. I think you should have had the business this whole time. I think it's almost like you were supposed to be the priest and you were supposed to get given the church, because churches, they all have the apartments in the back and the houses in the back for the priests, right? For the head of the house. Okay. They always get a house. If that's what they're going to do, it's almost like this person took away a house from you because the position that you were supposed to get involved a house. Okay, so if you're living in an apartment, you're slumming it, you're in the ghetto like I am, somebody fucking took your role. Okay, and this was something you probably, honestly, I feel like should have done about 10 years ago. So think about anywhere between 8 and 12 years ago, what happened? Because there was something in that time that happened that was supposed to change your life, and it didn't. You got missed. Okay, the bus didn't stop. It kept going, and you stayed in this hell because somebody didn't want to work, which means 10 years ago or so, give or take, whatever resonates, they got given a job opportunity that they were supposed to take, and they said no because they were waiting to take what was available for you. Talk about culty little fucking witchcraft, okay? There is the sun. So the sun is coming out now. That's the best card, right? That's the best card in the whole deck is the sun. The sun brightens everything. Once the sun comes up, I can open up my blinds. I can open up my windows. I don't have any power, right? So like the air inside the apartment inside the house ends up becoming colder than the wind outside once the sun comes out. Okay, the sun changes everything. Okay, it really does. Okay, so 8 of Cups. This person's got to walk away from you now. Okay, there's the 5 of Swords. I'm telling you, for what they did behind your back, this person betrayed you. Okay, and I just heard when you least expected it, you had your back turned, you were looking at something, you were upset about something, and that's when they hacked you. That's when they took and swapped your life for theirs. What? Wait, what? Swapped your life for theirs? What? I didn't know that. Well, that's the channel. They swapped their shitty, non-existent life with something that was just about to come in for you. This beautiful fucking path. Tisk, 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 tisk. There it is. 3 billboards. They saw something. I don't know if you were... Okay. I met somebody in Calgary, and right before COVID hit, we moved to Calgary, and I started working at this bar, and this woman, I started getting to know her or whatever, and she was just about to open up a tattoo studio. And she was about to give the down payment and everything. She had her paperwork filled out and everything. She was going to lease it so that she could open up her own tattoo shop. And she went to the doctors that morning and found out that she had, I'm getting the goosebumps everywhere. Oh my God, I think she's probably dead now. She had like stage 4, I believe, ovarian cancer. And she was young. She was only like maybe 25 or 26. She had 2 kids already. She was massively just like traumatized from her life. You could tell. She had a hard fucking life. And she was like, oh my God, like I almost just bought this tattoo shop. And like, could you imagine? Because I mean, we stayed in COVID for like 2 years in Calgary. We were on and off like a fucking light switch, on and off when you could actually live and make money versus being shut down. And she was like, could you like imagine the timing on that? Not only, would I have lost all this money because of COVID, she's like, but I'm also going to fucking die. So she's like, it was almost like somebody was trying to come in and take, all this money money that she had when really she really wanted to give it to her kids. So she's like, now she just stopped working. She didn't do anything, and she was just gonna ride what the doctor said for a little while. And I think she's probably dead now. It was pretty serious. I mean, she was a ticking time bomb even back then. So and a lot of her friends knew that she was going to open up this shop. So I feel like if you had an idea and you were going to open up a shop, somehow you didn't. For some reason you didn't. For whatever reason, you decided not to sign the papers. You decided not to go down the road, whether it was taken from you, right, spiritually, or whether you just didn't do it. You just didn't go down that road because there was something fishy about it. That's the road that's coming back again. That's the road that they decided to take on you. You gave it up because the thing is that you could have had this business now for 10 fucking years. Do you know where you would be now if you had that business? Okay. And instead, I don't think this person has done jack shit with your energy. Okay, so we've got melting here in reverse because it's the icicles melting, but it's in reverse, which means their shit is freezing up. Their money is freezing up. Their relationships are freezing up. Everything is going to start freezing up on them. Okay, and then look at that. Then they explode. What up, Diane? Okay, then they explode because they're going to realize now that they're not getting your flow of energy. There's a fly on the wall that's watching them, that knows that they're waiting for this energy from you to come in again. Look at this. Literally, I couldn't lie if I tried. Okay, they're trying to come in and take this energy. Okay, and then there's the star because they know where you are. They know how to get to where you are. Okay. So they're thinking that they can come walk down the road and just fill up their gas cans again, just fill up their energy again, fill up their, magic powers again with all your energy and leave. And it's not going to work that way. Maybe their fucking spouses that they're married to is just not going to enable them to do this to them anymore, because that's the thing is like, that's one thing my stepmother did is like, she said that she couldn't work with these people, that she was being bullied. Okay. Fun fact for you. She's been a bully my whole life. So how all of a sudden, ironically, she says she's being bullied by these two young girls at work and blah, blah, blah. She couldn't go to work anymore. If she was really being bullied, she could have sued that bank for fucking everything, but she wasn't being bullied. She didn't want to work anymore. And she took an early retirement. And she lied about the whole thing. And she hides under my father. She can't control me, so she doesn't talk to me. She can't control me, so my father can't have a relationship with me. Because she's used to being in control of everybody because my father gives her control for that. Right? My father gives her the reins of his entire life and just says, do whatever you want, Cindy. I'll be right here when you fuck it all up. Because that's what she does. She takes all of his energy and she fucks it all up. Nobody in my family even likes her. They've never liked her. They've always thought she was a snob. She wears pink clothing and she just acts like a bitch and she's a snob and she's got her nose fucking 20 feet in the air thinking that she's better than everybody, even though she came from a crack house. Like, I don't even know where the hell this woman thinks she gets her entitlement from, considering where she fucking came from. She came from this little shitty fucking town called Port Hope, where there was literally population 15. She grew up in a farmhouse where she said she was starving and she had no money and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, why are you such a tight ass fucking bitch now? If that's how you grew up, you shouldn't be like that now. You know what I mean? But she wants to use it as an excuse. She has bullied me and my sister our whole lives. She says she gets bullied by my sister and I. How ironic is that? Like, you bullied two little girls their whole life, and while you're bullying them, you're telling everybody that they're bullying you. Of course you would. Of course you would, because you're going to violate children while saying it's the child's fault. Of course it's the child's fault. It wouldn't be the adult's fault because the adult is the one that's supposed to be controlling the situation. It's the child's fault. And now the adult's going to put it in the child's hands and now claim the child's out of control because it's the parent that's supposed to be in control of the child. Okay, so that's really what it is. It's like maybe the spouse is going to start treating them like a child. Fine, you want to act like a child? Children don't have money. Give me your credit cards. Fine, you want to act like a child? Children don't drive. Give me the car keys. You want to act like a baby? We're going to treat you like a baby. And maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe they can't stand the way that the spouse is treating this person anymore. So then they're just going to start doing shit themselves. Okay, they're going to fuck with their eyesight so then they can't drive anymore. They're going to fuck with their pancreas so they have to piss every 5 seconds, and then they can't get a job and go anywhere. They want to act like an old lady or a little baby. They're going to get treated like one, which means they're going to have to wear a diaper, and they're going to have to get changed, and they're going to have to, be bottle fed and burped at the end of the day and put into bed, and maybe they'll end up in a fucking wheelchair. Okay? Whatever it is, they deserve it. You got it, girl. The swapping is unreal, okay? It really is. I mean, think about, I was reading this thing the other day about this man is suing this hospital because somebody fucking switched him at birth and put him into this poverty-ridden family, and his family was actually rich. And he got nothing because they switched him at birth. So obviously he did some type of DNA test to prove that he was a part of this royal family. And he was sold to like a fucking peasant. So, I mean, if they can switch you at birth, they can switch you at any time. And obviously this person switched lives with you, switched roles with you. Anybody that does anything to anybody of a sort like that, they all have to pay for it because nothing is free. Okay, even energy swapping, that shit is not free. Nothing is free. You can't just take something that's not yours, right? That's why we have currency. That's why we have the barter system. You want to take something that's not yours, then you leave something for that person, right? But people are so fucking entitled and they think they can do whatever they want to do, wham, 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 like a little baby. Like a little baby. But little babies, they don't get married. So they're going to lose their husbands. They're going to lose their wives for acting like little babies and not getting jobs and not participating because they say they can't handle it. Aw, boo-hoo, you can't handle it? Aw, what about my whole life when you were kicking my ass? I couldn't handle it, but you still did it anyway. So I guess the world's just going to kick your ass now and you can't handle it. Aw, well, just remember a kid took your punches every day. So if you can't take somebody's punches, you're a little fucking bitch. You shouldn't give it if you can't fucking take it. Okay? That's the reality of the situation. And now we got the whole change here. Change. Change is coming. Ooh, okay. So somebody is going to have a vision. Okay? And this vision, in this vision, you're going to get given, I know what this is. Okay, in this vision, you're going to get given a choice. Okay? And this is where you go next. This is how it works, honestly. This has happened to me many times in my dreams. Doors appear in front of me and contracts appear with those doors, and I have to decide which door to take, which option to choose. And a lot of times, honestly, you will not remember doing this in your dreams, but sometimes if it's a very significant change, then you will remember it. You will remember the vision, okay? This vision, it could have already happened, and now it's coming true, but somebody's going to get clarity with this vision. And for instance, the one vision that I did see, one of the first ones that I had when it came to choices like this, I was standing in a room, and I was standing in this room, and there was a table in front of me, and a contract there. And the devil was standing in front of me, or what I think was the devil. I don't know. It was just this really kind of scary looking entity thing. Wouldn't let me look at his face. I had to keep my head down. And he told me I had to sign this contract that was in front of me. And I said, no. I said, no, I'm not signing anything. And he goes, but you don't know. If you say no to this, you can't get this contract back once the next one presents itself. I said, that's fine. I don't give a shit. And so he all of a sudden disappeared. And then the whole room changed. This huge, like, bright light happened. Something else was standing in front of me. A contract appeared. and they didn't even say anything. I was like, okay, well, this seems like the better option of the person that's not going to tell me that I have to do something because I don't know what's going to come in next. It's called trust of faith. It's called a trust fall. You never know what's going to happen next, but you do it anyways because whatever energy you're in, you can't stay there anymore. You have to evolve. You have to change. There's a vision. In order to get to that vision, you have to evolve to the vision, which means you're manifesting a change, right? In order to change, it's like you have to follow that path, right? So now you're getting some type of like, follow your eyes, okay? Follow your eyes. Your eyes are leading you somewhere. Okay, let go of the other senses for a second and follow your eyes. Your higher perception is speaking to you. Okay, and it's a revolutionary. It's going to be something that's going to change you as soon as you open up your eyes and see what is looking directly at you is what you want. Okay, and once you choose the direction that you want, okay, that's where the clarity comes in. You might even have another dream, because now you're going where you need to go. And the farther you go down the path, the more you will get given your answers along the way. Okay, so now we have glam. So now you're getting glammed up. Okay, now the universe is glamming you up for wherever it is that you're going. Okay, it's going to require a little sexiness. Okay, it's going to a little tender love and care to the old body. Okay, and then look at that beautiful transformation. This is what I'm talking about. So like if you're all of a sudden, if you're getting this like hankering to start taking care of your body a little bit more, start shaving, plucking, tweezing, dyeing, all those things, okay, it's because it looks like there's some type of relationship coming in, okay? And we've got witch with key and metaverse. So there is something happening, okay? Something that you are putting together. Okay, you have decided to do this, and the universe is just counteracting that energy. Okay, that's all it's doing, is it's just matching your energy of what you want in this life. You decide what you get. Your karma is just there to help deliver things, right? Things that you need, things that you've manifested. Okay, and then it's already happened. It's already happened. So wherever it is that you're going, you've already been there before. Okay, spiritually, physically, maybe you're going to move. Maybe your company's going to move you, right? But you've never been there, but you have. Okay, you haven't been there, but you have been there. Okay, it might be a deja vu. Right? Like, hey, have I been here before? Yes, you have. Okay, you've had a vision. Your soul's already been there. Like if you are moving, your soul has already found where you're going. You just don't know where you're going because your soul can't tell you everything. Okay, it would be too hard. You wouldn't be able to comprehend if your soul told you everything. Okay, like fucking us psychics don't even have that clear reception. Okay, what are we at? 33:27. Okay. Grace. Wow. Jesus. Look at this. Look at this, man. It's like he got bit up by a shark. Like he's got half an arm, half a leg, and then he's got this little nub arm. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Okay, that's you. Okay, metaphorically speaking, like that's you. Like that's what has happened to you. Okay, like you've been all chopped up and shit. People have fucking fucked with you. That's why the universe is like, all right, get glammed up because you done be showing your scars real quick to people. And wear your scars like a G unit, okay? Scars, you earn those things. People want to look at you like you're gross. You got some nasty ass scar. You be like, yeah, get the fuck out of the way. Next person, okay? And then with create and nurture, what you're creating right now, I think in yourself, really spirit is like nurture it. Right? Be compassionate with yourself. Give yourself grace and time to heal and speak to yourself properly and be gentle with yourself. Because where it is that you're going does not involve you beating yourself up anymore. okay, or allowing other people to beat you up or other people to take things from you, okay, and take spots of you. There's a reason why people are attracted to you, right? So if you've turned off your attractiveness for a little while just to kind of get people to, look away, right? Now it's like, now the universe wants you to turn it back on again. There's balance during chaos. Double balance. Shut the front door. Look at this. How fucking weird is that? Balance with balance and chaos. Wizard with balance and balance with chaos. So like you're balancing this. Okay, for one, if you don't smoke weed, you might want to chill out, fucking woo, okay, have a good day, go watch a fucking football game and fucking chill out, okay? Balance yourself. This world is very chaotic, but you have all the strategies and all the ingredients that you need to do this, okay? That's why they're like, don't slip yourself back down the rabbit hole now, okay? You are good enough. You are pretty enough. Maybe this is like, you might be getting like some type of contract to model. And if you're getting some type of model contract or something, you can't be like, oh, I'm not pretty enough. That's why they fucking called you. Obviously you're pretty enough. Okay. So it's like, don't like stop believing in yourself now. Okay. That's what Spirit says. Cause something is going to change. Big change. Okay. Because you're making it change. So you have to nurture that change so that it can create the world that you want, that you're looking for, that the world wants you to go into. New life, who dis? Okay, new life, who dis? Woo! Psychic sweats. I hope everybody is doing real good in that chat tonight. We were supposed to have my power turned on today, but of course it's not on. So let's hope by day 10, power is restored. But we don't want to get too greedy, We don't want to get too greedy, I think I saw my father in a dream the other night, and I was telling him that I had no power and that I was just trying to live off this tiny generator for all my pets. And he was like, oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. And like there was like a hotel we could have stayed at or something in the dream. No, you're fine. You're fine. You can stay here. Everything's fine. And I was like, yeah, my father would say that. He would tell me that I was perfectly fine in a 10-day blackout in winter. But, it's just me. Sorry, the beginning of spring, which is the tail end of winter. All right. Maybe we will have power tomorrow morning. I am really hoping for it. Because, I'm not going to be able to take this much longer. This is just overly abusive. 10 fucking days. People are like, where? I keep talking to people in town and stuff, and they're like, where are you? Why do you not have power? Because most of the town is restored now, and I'm like, I'm right in the middle of the town. I don't know why. All right, let's see what the crows have to say. The crows wouldn't speak this morning, so now I feel like they've got something to say. Let's see what they gonna say. What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Thank you. I think I am pretty cool, but other people might tell you different, but don't believe them because I think I'm a pretty damn cool person. All right. Okay. So we've got a little bit of a story here. We have the crows coming in with survival. All right. Bond and displacement. Yeah, hold on. Coffee time? Yeah! Thank you, heard that water, bro. I didn't even hear the car. And my window's open. And I didn't hear you. My sister got home with some coffee. Gotta drink that shit when it's warm. Actually, okay, just give me 1 second, huh? I know. Okay, sorry about that. I had to clean out my travel mug because that's the only way I can keep my coffee hot. Oh my gosh, I actually had an alcoholic drink at lunch today. I couldn't believe it. I had a spiced rum and Coke today. Oh, I was so proud of myself because I've been so stressed out that I just needed to have a drink. And I can feel it right now still. 5 hours later, I can feel that I had an alcoholic beverage, which is why psychics should not drink. Okay. Let's get back into this energy again here. Oh my God, that smells so good. Okay. Okay. Survival, bond, displacement in reverse. Okay, so I feel like somebody, I don't know, they could be watching you, like, I feel like with the survival card, I'm like, it's in limbo. Like, somebody might just be watching you, somebody that you had a bond with, okay? They took something out on you with displacement. Okay. I don't know if you recently got into a fight with somebody or something, some type of disagreement or something. And this person took something out on you, okay, that is meant for somebody else. Okay. And that's a lot of times people don't understand how displacement works, that you could be harboring all these feelings of resentment for somebody and taking it out on everybody else. That's has nothing to do with it, but because it's something that hasn't been fixed inside of somebody, it's coming out with other people. Okay. But it's displacement in reverse where I feel like they're finally understanding it. Okay, like that's kind of something that I said about my stepmother. Like, I don't understand why she treats me the way that she does, because it's displacement. She really is treating, in her mind, she sees me as somebody else, and she treats me so badly because in her mind, I am somebody else. I'm not me. Okay, or she would love me because I'm a very lovable person, but she hates me. Okay, and that's where the displacement comes from. There's something that happened to her that makes her not like women, and at this time was little girls. I don't know if little girls didn't like her growing up. I don't know if she got bullied by little girls, but then she saw my sister and I, and she began to immediately bully us as if we were going to bully her. When I got bullied my whole life, I've never been a bully, ever. I've never bullied anybody. That was one thing, because I was too busy being bullied by other people. Okay, I used to get punched in the face, smacked in the face, made fun of every day. Like, I was poor, right? So people made fun of my clothes. People made fun of my hair. I had lice really bad when I was in grade 4. My mother chopped all my hair off instead of helping me fix it. So then I got made fun of for a fucking year because of that. Like, honestly, I mean, all people did was make fun of me my whole life. I didn't have time to be a bully. Okay. So I don't know, man. I don't know what this person did to you. Oh my God, look at anomaly. I'm telling you, you're some type of freak anomaly. Okay. And people take things out on you because of this anomaly. And it's one of those things you just have to deal with in your life. Like, yeah, okay, I know I'm the freak. I know I'm the weird one in the room. Everybody take your fucking picture and move on. Okay. Somebody doesn't want to, it's like maybe somebody didn't want to be this anomaly with you. Somebody didn't want to stand alone with you. Right? Because maybe you're somebody who doesn't stand with a lot of people, because you don't need to stand with a lot of people. I don't have friends. The reason why I don't have friends is because I don't need friends. I don't need people calling me up. I don't need people distracting me. I don't need people to infiltrate my life with their bullshit, because a lot of times that's what friends are. They're just needy succubus energies that take everything from you and then expect, some big payout at the end of the week. They're always calling. They're always texting. It's exhausting. Friends are exhausting. Once you realize you don't really need any friends, maybe look at all those crows in the background. Okay. Where she stands alone or he stands alone. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe this person who you bonded with, okay, you bonded with them. They wanted to go hang out with all the other black crows. They didn't want to hang out with you. Okay. And that was the displacement. Maybe they thought they were going to get made fun of because you got made fun of. Maybe they thought people were going to judge them because of how you get judged. Okay, and that was this displacement. Scavenge. Maybe you were very poor. Maybe you are very poor. Maybe they look at you like you're a fucking scumbag because you don't have what they have. Okay, and to be honest, do you think I chose where I live right now? No. I wouldn't choose to live here. I have to be here for whatever fucking reason is with this goddamn mission, because I tried to get out of here for 2 years straight. Anybody that judges me for where I live when I have desperately been trying to get out for 2 years can go fuck themselves. That's this thing too. People don't realize how hard people try. They see where you're at. They see where you're driving around with. They see your fucking life and they judge you. Like, oh, you could have a nicer car by now. Or you could be, living somewhere better now if you tried or if you cared about your life. I wish somebody would say that to my face. If you cared more about your life, you wouldn't be where you are. I wish somebody would say that to my face, because that would probably be the first time I ever smashed somebody in the face for their fucking mouth. And people have said a lot of shit to me, but I swear to fuck. And I know I can hear it. I can hear people judging me for where I live. I can hear people judging me by how I look, how I dress. It's all part of a game. It's all part of a theme. It's all part of something to look at somebody and judge them. It just means that now they're going to be judged. You judge somebody when you have no idea where they come from. You have no idea their lifeline. You have no idea where they've been, what they survived, but you can judge. Anybody can judge. But the thing is that in order to be a judge, you know what you have to prove? Right? Just to prove that you're not some racist piece of shit, that you're not going to see some fucking woman, that you've had all these, mother problems, and you're not going to fucking, just categorize women all as assholes. You have to be completely, unbiased to everything. Like you can't, whatever this person is, whoever this person is, they had a lot of things to learn, okay, in order to be around you. Because money was never here, okay? It was something that was created. It was something that was put here for man to get obsessed with. So to be obsessed with money and then to use it against people or to not help people, like I've had no power and I've been still trying to feed people in the house that have no power, because I still know that if I can help them, why wouldn't I? Our own landlord won't do that for us, right? But when you're in a shitty situation, it doesn't mean that you're a shitty person. It just means that the fucking reality of the situation is just a little bit crappier than other people, because you don't need to be living in some 5-star fucking luxury life when that's not where you are with your mission. It all lines up with your mission, but people can push you out of the way and decide that you don't get this and you don't get that because they've worked hard for their money. Yeah, they've worked hard for their money, but they've done absolutely nothing for mission. They've done absolutely nothing for their community, nothing for their family, but they've worked hard. You know what I realized today while I was driving around? My father and his wife just believe that they should be on permanent vacation. You know how long they worked for? 20 years. You know how old they are now? 66 and 67 years old, which means they have had over 45 years off, and they still don't want to work. 45 years off. I've worked since I was 12 years old. I had 12 years off. I still work. 12 years off. They've had over 40 years off, and they still want more time. They still want more vacations. They still want more money. They still want more, because it's never going to stop with these people that are entitled. And if the money doesn't, dry up on them, they're going to just keep taking it from every avenue, because they don't want to give it to you, because they don't want to stand with you, because you're a freak. You're weird. You don't look like everybody else. You won't hang out with everybody else. So why are they going to give you something just to, it's almost like if they give you this, they know you're going to disappear, which why wouldn't you? If they really loved you, you would never disappear, right? You can live a nice little humble life and not have a bunch of fucking meth heads around you, right? Scratching for this and scratching for that. Oh, they need your attention here. They need your attention there. It's like this person just wouldn't stand alone with you. They needed to stand with all these other people. They needed to stand with people to make themselves feel like a person, like a bigger person, right? Which means this person, whoever you bonded with, didn't have any confidence. And then they had to watch you try to survive while leaving you in the dust. They had to watch you get attacked, watch predators sniff up and down where you're hiding, okay? Trying to survive. They watched you. Okay. And knowing that they took all this anger and all of these erroneous, I just heard, emotions out on you when you were supposed to be something all entirely on its own. You were supposed to be the freak anomaly that had the good life, that just has things, right? But instead you're scavenging. You're scavenging. You're trying everything you can to just find a piece of food, because this person doesn't want to help you because you're too weird for them. Isn't that nice? I feel like these people should go have dinner with my father. They would get along great. Anything to just completely kill your personality, everything about you, totally kill your drive, totally kill your personality, your imagination, your individuality, right? Because of their own self-misery. Isn't that sad? Had to go stand with the crowd instead of stand alone with you. Damn, mimicry. Yo, they've been mocking you. They've been mocking you. Not only are you some freak anomaly that people are obsessed with because you're so rare that you never even get seen, but now they mock you. Oh, I'm so perfect. I'm this. I'm all white. I'm spiritual. Ha ha ha. Who the fuck do they think they are? Like Collective, who watches this channel, is very spiritual. Collective, who watches this channel, is connected to the divine, connected to things that we can't see. And there they are mocking it. Oh, they can talk to angels, or they can talk to ghosts. Oh, they read tarot. Ha ha ha. Fucking idiots. That really sucks. People's closed minds, God's honestly, rejection is God's protection. There it is, distraction. These people have been distracting you while they deface you, while they make a mockery out of you, while they mimic you, while they make fun of you. They're taking everything because it's stopping you from figuring out what to do, because you're like, well, why are all these people saying this shit about me? Should I really inspire to be something bigger? Should I really inspire to do this? Because people are hating me. They're hating you because you're onto something. Okay, they're hating you. Think about, okay, honestly, the one person that's coming to my mind right now is Yellow Wolf. How many people hate that guy? They hate him. They despise him. They think he's this, he's that. He's a little cocky this, he's cocky that. He's fucking, he's not ghetto. He's fucking all this shit. I mean, people just want to talk shit because they want to talk shit. That guy's a fucking multimillionaire because of how smart he is and because of how many people hated him, right? And he is the anomaly in the crowd. He is the one that looks different, that talks different, but then he's got this whole crowd that loves it, right? Because who the fuck wants to be the same? Who wants to be a follower? Who wants to be a sheep following around everybody else? Everybody wearing Abercrombie and Fitch. Well, I guess I gotta wear it too. Break the mold, okay? That's the whole point of this. You're supposed to look different. You're supposed to stand out. You're supposed to glow. They want you to look like everybody else. They want you to join everybody else. They want you to be depressed like everybody else, right? They want you making fun of people like you with them, right? Because they're just very low energy people, okay, that have this unbelievable amount of displacement, anger inside of them from probably being told that they were stupid as kids, probably being told to flatten their imagination, that they mean nothing. These people had parents that really, crushed them. And because they crushed them, they now can't see beyond their own limitations. Okay. And the communication on the bottom of the deck, I believe you are going to get communication, okay, from somebody possibly that took something out on you that you should not have had to endure. Okay. Oh my God, this is what it is. Look at dominance with freedom. They tried to dominate you. Right? They really tried. They did something to you. And that's why you were like, you're not going to dominate me. You're not doing this. You're not going to say that I'm not sparkling white. You're not going to say that I'm like all these other people. You're not going to do it. I'm going to free myself from you because I know how different I am. And you're not going to dominate that. You're not going to dominate me into turning into everybody else because that's more comfortable. And that's what I realized with my parents. They are only comfortable with what they know. Okay, if everybody watches TV at 5 o'clock, that's all they know. If you go, skateboarding at 5 o'clock, that's completely, taboo to them. They couldn't even imagine not eating at 5 o'clock. And actually, surprisingly, my father, every day, 5:30, dinner is on the table. And if you wait 1 minute past 5:30, they're going to start without you. And they'll tell you that. If you're 1 minute late, we're going to start without you because they have to be done for 6 o'clock to watch the news. Even though they can record the news, they have to be there at 6 o'clock watching the news. Dinner has to be on the table at 5:30. Anything else, and it's fuck you, get out of my house, you're a disrespectful prick. That's all they know. When that's all people know, to break free from it is to finally give you liberation from a schedule that doesn't need to exist because that's not real life. Real life is not based off this fucking schedule where it's exactly the same every fucking week and you can't derail from it. That shit is traumatizing. That's the shit that gets people traumatized, is the 9-to-5 bullshit that they get sucked into with no other life. You need to breathe. You cannot work all the time. You are not going to make $1 million overnight. Okay. You need to free yourself from the paycheck, from the big guy. Okay. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to be the anomaly that you are, because by being stuck at work all day and giving yourself no other option, you are becoming what they want you to become. I'm not saying don't work. I'm not saying don't go to work every day, but I'm saying don't become your work. Don't let them dominate you. Don't be driven by overtime and losing your weekends because you can make this amount of money. Like, you can make that amount of money anytime you want. Give yourself life, because you will lose your life and have money in the bank. You can't take your money with you, right? You can't take your money with you. But it's not make her somehow not responsible. Oh yeah, I know. I always say that. She has something on her. She has an entity on her. She's bipolar and schizophrenic, and she's got something that talks to her, some type of demon that talks to her, that tells her to hurt people. And that's the thing. That's why I say try to clear your mind, try to clear your aura, clear yourself. Let ties go of bad energies. If you suddenly, you wake up and you're pissed off, that's something that's gotten into your aura. It's something that's gotten inside of you, right? You know your energy. You know how your energy works. You know how your energy is controlled. So don't let anybody else fucking tell you how that shit runs, right? No, you've been here this long. You know what you're doing. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna probably do one more and then that's it. 5919. Woo. Okay, so spirit is here. I don't know if you've ever had dreams before, okay, where you've seen giant insects, giant spiders, giant snakes. All I'm getting is giant spiders and snakes right now. But I mean, you fill in the blank, okay? If you've ever had those dreams, okay, where it's like you're in Giantville, okay? There's a giant spider that's in the ether that has a certain name to her, okay? And she's coming up right now because the universe, this is for somebody in the live, okay? The universe has trapped somebody, okay, that is claiming in some dimension, I'm not sure if it's this one or if it's another one or if it's their own ritual dimension or something, they are claiming that they love you, okay, that they have very good intentions, that they're here to help make your life better, okay, but they actually want to take everything from you. It's a gag. It's not what they're doing is not real, okay? And they cannot trick spirit into this. That's what I'm getting, is that spirit is smarter than them, and they know that it's a gag. They know they're lying, okay? That they're trying to say that they love you so then they can get control of you. Okay, and put it this way, I just heard, it's not the universe's first rodeo with people that try to put good energy out for people who are really putting negative energy out, trying to shut that channel down. Be very careful with videos about people saying that they're going to clear your aura, saying that they're going to do these things for you, and these recordings and stuff. Be very careful, because some of those recordings are designed to actually play frequencies that steal things from you, okay? So be very careful. If you get somebody sends you a video, okay, that is about clearing your aura or cleansing yourself, okay, I'm not saying that this person is trying to deplete energy from you. They might not know what they're doing, okay? There's the answer in reverse. They might not physically know what they're doing. So I'm kind of getting two readings with this, okay? There's social media again. Okay, so dead end. Okay, so I am getting a couple of messages with this. What I do see is that somebody could be on your social media, okay, and they're trying to do something for you, okay? They're trying to get you in a better position, okay? But it's actually going to cause a tower. It's going to cause a catastrophic tower in your life. And the universe doesn't, it's trying to get this person to understand, okay, that they're sending out too strong of energy. And the universe actually had to catch the energy instead of give it to you, because it's too strong. It's going to cause your life to break. And that can't happen yet, because there's no path. The path isn't here. If they do this, okay, because they're kind of doing something in the dark. If they do this, they're going to take your house away from you, or they're going to take your job away from you, and it's not right yet. There's a reason why you are where you are, okay? And I say that about my own self. There's a reason why I am here fighting this battle, right? Because it's just where you're supposed to be at the exact time in your life. Okay, so this person wants to do something good for you by thinking that to create this tower will give you an opportunity. It's not. There's no tower for you to get into yet, so they can't take this one down on you yet. And then there's this other form where somebody's trying to say that they love you, trying to say that they care about you, and really what they're trying to do is misguide you so then they can take your house. Okay, so then they can take something on you. So there's there's multiple ways you can look at this reading, but that's the two ways that are coming through right now. Somebody trying to do something nice, but it's going to end very badly for you. Okay, there's Donnie Darko. Like, you know how that shit ends. Okay, Donnie dies, right? It's not. And then there's Bagul, right? You've got to be careful with trying to manifest things for other people. The only thing you can really do for other people, okay, is send them good energy. Okay, send people good energy. Do not do spells for people or try to use magic, because that is that, like, people are in energy for a reason, and people get saved, they get saved, they get miracles. Miracles do happen, okay? They happen all the time. And might be that kind of situation where a miracle is what's going to change this person's life, not what this other person's trying to do for them to give them this miracle. The miracle is already going to happen. So just send them good energy. Okay, there's the marijuana card on the bottom. That's what I'm saying. Send them good energy, good vibration. Okay, I got that good vibration. All right, send that good vibration. That's all you have to do. No witchcraft, no tower moments, no, oh, that's the answer for them. No. Okay, there's the Blair Witch. No. Blair Witch has got this. Okay, don't act like a witch. Because that's the thing is, I do feel like it's a good intention. I do, but it's not at a good time. Okay, good intentions. Sometimes when you have a good intention. Okay, like for instance, small analogy would be, you've got a good intention. You are waiting for somebody to pick them up or something, and you think, oh, I know they really love these type of donuts, so I'm going to get them a donut. You've got this great intention, and then, you go and pick them up, and they're like, I ate so many of those donuts, I'm going to throw up. I can't eat any more donuts. And then you're like, okay, well, the intention was there, but it just didn't work out because that person's already ate too many donuts. Okay, so it's like that. It's like, somebody's magic is working. So don't get like all down on yourself. It's working. It's just that's not what the situation needs. Okay, the situation doesn't need a tower moment out of the blue from good intentions. It needs a tower moment. Okay, once it's guided to the tower. Okay, so the big giant spider had to come in and catch you before you fell, because somebody was trying to help you and almost killed you. Okay, there's the invitation in limbo. Okay, they honestly, I feel so bad for this person. They really tried to get you out of something, and that's not what they have to do. Maybe this person feels like they have to do something, but it's something else. Okay, they have to do something else. It's not that easy. Okay, maybe they physically have to do something, and they're trying to spiritually do it. Okay, there's Mother Nature's wrath, and it's not working the way they want. Okay, the truth is, whatever they tried to do crashed down. Okay, crashed pretty hard, but at least you didn't lose your house, which could have happened. Okay, because if that had happened, you would have nowhere to go. This person just thinks that if they can get you out of your house or out of your job, then there'll be something else there, but there's nothing there yet because it's not ready. Okay, it's still under construction. It's still under construction. Okay, there's lightning in reverse. Lightning can't strike yet. Okay, it can't strike. It's like the lightning rod's not up yet. If the lightning strikes, everything's going to get fucked. Okay, there's Krampus with the big old aortic pump. Okay, so something is coming. Okay, something is coming for somebody, and like, just know that somebody really tried to get you out of something. I don't know if you've got a bad job, or if you're being attacked, or if you've got an abusive relationship or something. Somebody really did recently try to help you. Okay, but it's just not the right help that you need, but at least they tried. Okay, at least they tried. There's this is really sweet. Look there's the magic that they did, but it's in reverse. Okay, it's in reverse. The universe reversed it, okay, so that it wouldn't hurt you. Like I said, they really tried hard, brainstorm. They really thought of a lot of things that they could do to help you. Okay, and then there's the 4-leaf clover. It's like, you're going to get this 4-leaf clover. Okay, you're going to get it. They just tried to get it to you. And they didn't maybe realize that the 4-leaf clover is already in your yard, or it's already in your pocket. Okay, so it's already happening. They just tried something, and like, don't get discouraged. If this was you, or you tried to do magic, you tried to get yourself somewhere, okay, and it didn't work, it backfired or something, don't get discouraged. Magic is something that it's very dangerous. It's very tricky. And once you really learn it, learn how magic works, you learn to not use it. Okay, because it is so powerful, and spells do things, and unless you are like, you can't just put a money spell up for yourself unless you're willing to go find a fucking job to make that money come through. You can't just put a new house spell into the universe if you're not actually looking for a house. It's not just going to fall onto your lap. Okay, that's the thing. You have to find things. It's like a very good game, or like scavenger hunt, you know, like things are put out for you just like the universe does. And this person they tried to like almost get you to the end of the line so then you didn't have to do your scavenger hunt anymore. And it's like, unfortunately, I still have to look for all that stuff, but thank you for trying to help. But I am now going to have to start at the beginning and go all back through it again. Okay. So it's like something like that. It's like, thank you, but please don't do that again, because that just fucked me up for a while. All right, what do we have? 110.58. $5:30. Hey, my parents would be eating dinner right now. Well, I'm smoking weed and working. They'd be like, that's unacceptable. You need to get home for dinner. Oh. I almost like stopped eating dinner forever, because just out of spite of my parents having to eat every day at exactly 5:30. Like, just, there's such a big giant world out there, you know, to just be, to give yourself so many rules, right? It's like sometimes we give ourselves all these rules and we end up abusing ourselves more than like some of our biggest bullies ever. It's so weird how we do that. You know, people are funny like that, I tell you. Okay, I'm going to do one last reading. Oh, look at this. We got no need to fuss. Someone has your back. Solo artist. And then we've got message pending. So somebody out there has your back. Okay. You might be a solo artist out there going at it alone, and it doesn't really bother you that you're on your own in this circumstance, because it's really like, why are you going to fuss about something that you can't change? There's really no point in, making a shitty situation even worse by complaining. Complaining gets you nowhere. Okay. Complaining gets you nowhere. Okay. So that's why there's no need to fuss, because it's like, stop complaining that you're single. Stop complaining that you're all by yourself, because there's a reason why you're all by yourself, or there's a reason why you're single. Okay. So somebody's got your back, because obviously somebody has been waiting for this opportunity. Like, you needed to be single for this person. Oh my God. Look at this. Ready to explode with locked. Okay. So you've got this person around you that is ready to explode. Okay. I don't think it's anything bad. I don't see it as bad energy, because they have your back. So I don't know if maybe you're standing up for a cause, or you're the head of an organization. You might have a family member that suddenly reaches out to you because they've been dying to talk to you, that they've had your back this whole time, but they just, the family didn't like you, or the husband didn't like you, or somebody didn't like you, right? So they always liked you, okay? There's a short journey, okay? So I think this is going to happen pretty quickly. Like, this person has been locked away from you. Okay. And then with fungus on the bottom, they're locked away from you. Germination station. Yes. Okay. Yes. They've been locked in this germination station, trying to get better. Okay. And as they're in this germination station, whatever it is that you're doing, okay, is very, it's really grabbing their attention. It's whatever it is that you do, it's grabbing somebody's attention around you. Okay, that is in bad energy. Somebody from the past. Okay, same old G, still DRE. Okay, so whoever this person is, they you know them from your past. They're still the same person that you knew back then. Okay, but they're locked in bad energy. Okay, and once they release themselves, it's like they have something to say to you and they just won't say it. And because this germination station, they've locked themselves away. Maybe they've locked themselves out of their feelings. They said that they were never going to love you again, or they said they were never going to care about you again, but they're like fighting that feeling. Okay, it's just a part of this bad energy that they're in, that they've locked themselves in for some reason. Okay, but as they've done this, they didn't realize that the less they said to you, the more that they would feel for you, because they're not saying anything, so they're not releasing anything. So it's like building up. Okay, it's building up inside of them, which is why they're ready to explode now. Okay, use your imagination on this. Okay, Spirit is like, use your imagination. Okay, travel outside the horizons for this message. Okay, really open up the box. There it is, because somebody around you is veiled. Okay, and I don't know if they're talking to you. I don't know if you know who this person is. I don't know. With message pending, they might have left you a message that you haven't received yet. I always, like, especially for personal readings and stuff like that, I always, when I check my emails, I always make sure I check spam. Somebody could have emailed you, okay, reaching a higher level. Look at that. Somebody might have messaged you and you haven't gotten the email yet because it's gone into another file. Okay, it could went into spam, right? And you haven't gotten it yet. So there is that. You could be also locked out of a program where there is a message pending for you. Like, oh my gosh, now I'm coming back to a couple years ago, I had a Facebook account, and I was basically using it for an OnlyFans page. And once I was done with that, that didn't last long, I deleted the Facebook. At least I thought I deleted the Facebook. So I got the confirmation, okay, you've deleted your Facebook, but then they give you like the 30 days, right? So you can contest it if you want to come back to Facebook. I even got the confirmation after 30 days that my Facebook was deleted. It was not on there anymore. Tell me how I kept getting these Facebook notifications, but I just thought they were spam. Right? I thought they were spam until finally I got one and I clicked the link. It came with a link about your profile has been signed into or something. And I go, how can my profile be signed into? I deleted it a year ago. So I followed the link, okay, pressed everything, said that I forgot my password. I got the email, I signed in, and my Facebook was active. And a guy from my past had messaged me on there. And it was actually kind of perfect timing because I didn't get the message for like 2 or 3 months, okay, because I didn't know I had a Facebook, so I didn't know that he had sent me anything. And then by the time I got the message, he was already back together with his ex-girlfriend. And he would do that to me all the time. He'd break up with his ex-girlfriend and then call me. Break up with his ex-girlfriend, call me. And finally, obviously, I was sick of it. Obviously, my spirit was sick of it. I left an open profile for him to message, for me, for one time, never to message back, because I always would message him back because I really actually liked him, okay, while I was being used the whole time. He just used me all the time. That's all he ever wanted to do, right? And that message sat there, and then by the time I messaged him back, he was already back with his ex-girlfriend. He didn't even message me back. He was a fucking coward about it. And I'm like, once again, there you are knocking on my door. I don't answer. When I do call you, you don't answer. Like, fucking grow up. Like, now you're back with your girlfriend. Really? Like, what was that? A 10-second breakup like usual? Like, honestly, if I was this girl, like, that's all her boyfriend does is break up with her and go talking to me, reaching out to me, calling me. Like, if I was her, and like, I would feel so pathetic knowing that my boyfriend that I'm supposedly in love with keeps calling his ex-girlfriend all the time every time we have a fucking fight. Like, that is so disrespectful and so gross that it actually makes me hate him more, because now I'm like, dude, this is what you do. Like, how disrespectful is it to her? I don't even fucking know her. She hates me. She won't even look at me. I'm not the problem. You're the problem. Her own fucking boyfriend is the problem. But she looks at me like, what, am I enticing him, right? Or is my spaghetti straps too sexy on the internet for him, right? Like, it's called self-control. If your boyfriend can't go fucking other girls while being in a relationship, then he probably shouldn't be in a relationship, okay? Honestly, what a fucking loser, okay? So, I mean, I don't really think that this person is a loser to you. That guy was a loser in my books because, I'm sorry, anybody that he used me for like fucking 15 years. Honestly, he really did. He used me for so long and I liked him so much. And that's the thing. I like these guys that end up not really being able to speak to me about how they feel, but they want me to tell them how I feel all the time. They want me to fill their cup up all the time, but they never tell me how they feel about me, and then they leave. And I'm like, okay, so did you just want the hot girl to tell you that you look good today and then you walk away? And like, you know, like, people have treated me like shit for a long time. Like, they like you wouldn't believe it. Like, there is nobody lining up to date me. Okay. So, and that's the thing, is like, when you reach a higher level, right, then, I mean, you really don't need to settle, right? You don't need to settle. So maybe that's why, you've been single for so long. Like, why settle? You don't have to. Like, and I physically just can't. I mean, if I don't like somebody, I don't like them. I don't care what the fuck they have in their life. I'm never going to date somebody because they have money. I physically can't. Like, I don't find them attractive. I won't find them attractive. I'll stop sleeping with them. I'll start going to find something else. Like, when you are of higher vibration, you can't fake it until you make it. There is no such thing. I've never faked anything in my life. I've never even faked an orgasm. Okay. I don't know how to fake things. I'm not an actress. Okay. I'm real life. And that's why when you're real life, that scares the shit out of people who are fake as fuck, or who don't express themselves, or are just waiting for somebody to say something nice to them, beef their confidence up, but they don't say anything back to you. Okay, that's like, whatever this person is, like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you've been, you're talking all sweet to them and saying all nice stuff to them, but every time they go to say something to you, they don't say it. They're holding back for some reason. And it's like, you know what? People who hold back, they're only hurting themselves, because by the time they get moving, you're going to be gone, right? And out of their energy. Like, I tend to lose interest pretty quick if something doesn't happen. I mean, I'm in my fucking life. I can't wait forever, right? Because I'm still living. And it's like, why wait forever for an invitation that might not come, right? Or somebody that's going to say something, but they never do. It's like, so if this person finally decides to speak, then it might change everything. But if they still don't speak because they're going to stay in the germination station their whole fucking life, okay, then, I mean, you're a solo artist away from them for a reason, right? Like, people, that's what sucks. It's like, I feel like the more people hold back, it really is like things that they take to their deathbed, things that people hold back, they think about every day, right? And that's where displacement comes from not speaking your mind, for not telling people how you truly feel in the moment, even if they do piss you off. Somebody pisses you off in the moment, fucking let them know. Right? Don't hold it back and harbor it and then use it against them for the next 6 years. It's like, if somebody does something to you, like, people need to learn how to speak up for themselves. And maybe this person had to learn to speak up for themselves. They were locked in some seriously nasty energy. Okay. And that could have been like, they think they're right all the time. They don't listen to people, right? It's their way or the highway. Those kind of people you can't work with. Because, like, us light beings can't work with people that don't have open energy. If you don't have open energy and you're going to make it has to be like this, it has to be like this, we'll go running. Because life is not like that. Life is free. You cannot hold something down. You cannot tell it how it's supposed to be. If you're not going to allow it to live and evolve, then you're just trying to control it. Okay, so you saw this coming. I think this person that is holding back from you, I think you know who I'm talking about. Okay, and then Hopeless Wanderer wanted to come out twice. Okay, so I'm going to let it come out. This person has been hopelessly wandering around life without you. Okay, and like, don't be like my grandfather. Honestly, my grandfather is so shut down emotionally that my sister and I were moving across the country. We stopped by my father's house to say goodbye. My grandfather walked away because he was crying. He thought he was never going to see my sister and I again. And I went, he drove away, didn't say goodbye. And I went, what the fuck? My dad calls me like the next day. He's like, you know, your grandfather was crying and that's why he left. And I went, well, it would have been really nice for him to say bye. It would have been really nice for him to say, hey, might not see you again because I'm an old fuck and I might die. But instead, he stares at me, turns around and drives away because he's stone cold hearted. He's a sociopath. He doesn't know how to feel. Okay. Because when he does feel, he shuts it down on himself. His wife was so shut down emotionally. My father shut down emotionally. My stepmother ruins and runs the entire family. Like, when people emotionally shut themselves down, you're shutting your whole channel down. Like, you really are. You might as well just fucking dig your grave right there, tell everybody to go fuck themselves, and live like a nasty asshole for the rest of your life. And I highly doubt that that's what you want. But I don't really think that this is you. I feel like this is the person that you're trying to break through. Right? That person that just can't get through the ice, that person that's just not allowing themselves to fight for what they want. They're going to keep their mouth shut while this thing grows inside of them because they think they're locked out of their own fucking feelings. When really, you know, it's just their fear. And once your fear talks and you listen to it and you let it run you, like, you're fucked. Like, you really are. Like, I mean, you can't let fear get in the way of your life or you won't get anywhere. And look at this, sitting on top, their side and only, because that's what I feel like this person needs to learn. It's not just about them. There's other people here too, right? You can't be that greedy and that narcissistic to believe that it's all about you and nobody else. I mean, quite frankly, fucking get off this channel if that's how you feel, because I mean, even in my ghetto ass community, I don't feel like I'm the only one here. I don't feel like my life is the only thing that's, you know, possibly, and my voice, I just know everything and listen to me. I could never be like that. To me, that's very narcissistic. Okay, so maybe that's what this person has to realize, is that, like, whoa, there's other people here. And if you want other people in your life, then you need to open up your doors to let other people breathe and speak and have a point of view without going, ew, that's not the way that I think. Well, you're not that person, so why would you think that way, right? It's almost like maybe somebody doesn't believe in objection. You know, they don't believe in other people having a debate against them is a good thing, right? Because of course it is. Cover up Operation Crime Stoppers. Look at this. What the fuck is this? Okay, I do feel like this person is like watching you right out in the open. Okay, and the whole Crime Stoppers thing would be the universe finally calling them out. The universe is calling this person out, okay? If this was like your stalker in the woods or something, karma and the universe is standing on the edge of the woods going, get the fuck out of the woods right now and show your face. That's what the universe is saying to this person, because they have hid their feelings for you for too long. Because whatever this is, it's a big part of your life. Okay, it's a huge part of your life to know that this person has your back. And for them not telling you that they have your back is like, you don't really know. I mean, I don't know who's got my back and who doesn't. I have no idea. Like, people, like, I found out that I had a so-called friend that really wasn't my friend. All he was doing was spying on me for somebody else. I thought he was my friend. How dare I think that somebody could actually be my friend when they're just spying on me? Most people are literally on my shit just to spy on me, and they've got no intention to talk to me whatsoever. So that's the thing, is you have to be careful with people that you kind of know are, kind of know are watching you and kind of know are creeping, right? Because those people could be really throwing you off, right? Sending you their energy, and you think that they're going to say something to you, or you think that somebody likes you, and really it's just they're putting so much energy on you because they're obsessed with you. Okay. And then we've got you're in good hands. So, I mean, I do think this person has good intentions. I mean, again, it's different for everybody. But in this circumstance, I do feel like this person has good intentions for you. They're ready to explode because they've held back for so long. But take it how it resonates. Okay? Because they're veiling, they have to unveil themselves. Okay? Or I almost feel like this is the last stop. They've got one last chance. They're either going to say something or they're going to miss the stop. You're not going to be able to pull the string in time, and you're just going to ride out of their life. And that's what happens with people, right? And then that's where people have to learn, right, that if they don't take something that's right in front of them, that they have, like, think about my yard, okay? If you put anything down in this yard, you cannot expect it to be there when you come back. Because if the first meth head doesn't take it, the second meth head would. And if that meth head doesn't see it, then somebody else is going to take it. Okay? Because it's not just you can leave your shit here and it's going to be fine. You leave your shit here and someone's going to take it, because they know that if they don't take it, the next person's going to take it. And if the next person doesn't take it, they know the next person's going to take it. So they just end up taking shit. Okay? That's the thing. Like, somebody does have a little PTSD going on. Okay? And they're letting honestly, their CPTSD get in the way of releasing their feelings. Because if this is like a family member that just won't say anything to you because they're scared of the family, like, I mean, who's your fucking daddy? Charles Manson? Like, how can you be that scared of him, right? So somebody is pretty anxious around you, and now they're going to speak. Okay? And I just got really dizzy. Like roller coaster dizzy. So we're going to end it at that. All right. 131:22. I like that. Like I said, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Obviously, they're general messages. They're not going to resonate with everybody. Okay. Obviously. For personal readings, WhitneyMoonshine@gmail.com. All right. We're up and running. Everything's all gravy there. And yeah. What else did you write there, Diane? Nah, yeah, that's the thing. Those robots out there. All right. Peace out, everybody. Thank you for sitting with me in the dark. It's getting a little bit dark now outside, so I'm going to have to call this before my whole bedroom becomes pitch black. So thank you very much. All right. It was an awesome reading. I almost didn't go live because I'm kind of a little bit tired because of 9 days without power is stressful as fuck. So I'm still like, woo! And I had to get my sister to work all weekend because we share a car. And yeah, that's been a nightmare. So I'm going to take it easy. All right. You too. Enjoy your evening. And we should be back up and running, I don't know, probably sometime tomorrow. I don't see why I wouldn't be going live. And yeah. Rock on, everybody. Peace out.